Hello, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Thank you for being here. And today we have a special show. We have a lot of people coming in today. So, starting up with Monte Weaver, digital coach and Amazon Live A-list streamer. We also have Nick Wood. We have Michelle Withers and Funky Rainbow. You're going to enjoy this one today. All right. Let me say hi to everybody first. Irene, welcome to the show. Thank you very much for being here. Hello. What's going? Hello, Elo, right? That's the way it is. Patrick from Everyday Tech, the gentleman who sold me this beautiful A10 Mini. Thank you very much, by the way. I'm using it right now. And good evening from my part of the world, Uganda. That's amazing. Welcome. Hi, streaming wizard. Divine. What's going on, my friend? Divine's right now in Maryland. We got Maria. Welcome, Maria. Where you seeing this from? Just let us know. All right. Hello from Geraldine Wilkins. What's going on, Geraldine? Thank you very much for being here. Gonna learn a lot today about live sales and Black Friday. Grab some water. Thank you, Be Live, by the way. Look at this beautiful cup. Look at this. Beautiful, huh? All right. You got Barbara Tomlin. Looking forward to this episode of Be Live today. Monte is exceptional. Yeah, there you go. Monte's in the backstage right now. So he's watching. That is amazing. Thank you. Aliyah or Aliyah. I don't know how, but you let me know. Hi, good morning. You got Wakita, Pope, Rosser. Let's go. Very excited. Amazing. All right, then. Well, I want to officially welcome you to the Be Live Black Friday stream. So we're going to get you ready so you can do your Black Friday sales. You can learn a lot on how to do those sales. We can use Amazon Live, right? You can use Amazon Live, or you can use our feature of live sales, which is really exceptional and amazing. All right. See, we have our first guest ready, and we'll jump right in the conversation. We got 27 people, 28. That is amazing. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. I know it's early in some places, but this is good. Nice mug. Looking forward to interview with Monte. Amazing. Miss Elena, yay. Or I might say, yay. Waiting for Monte. All right. So, good morning from Florida, from Alexis Clark. Oh my, be live not. What's up, Karen there? Thank you very much for being here. You got 28 people, so I'm gonna bring in your first guest, Mr. Monte Weaver, right? He's exceptional Amazon A-lister. I'm actually following him on Amazon Live as well. I'll learn a couple tips, so we are ready to learn today, right? Well, welcome to the show. Monte, what's going on, my friend?
What's going on? Are you able to hear me, Dr. Elo?
Yes, sir.
Awesome. I was playing around with some new tech yesterday.
Of course.
So I want to make sure it works.
All right, let me lower this music a little bit so people can actually appreciate your voice and hear you and learn from you. So let me see here. Let's start first. We're gonna talk about the three tips for beginners with Monte Weaver, but not without knowing about you, Monte. Can you give us a little bit of a background of where did you start? How did how long has been your experience so far with
Yeah.
the sales in Amazon?
Yeah,
So
awesome. Thank you for first inviting me on here. So my name is Monty Weaver. I help the non-techies of the world, is what I call people that are trying to figure out technology, don't quite understand it all the way, but they know they need to implement it in their business or in their organization. And so I kind of got started in this road to live streaming back in 2016. I'm an introvert by nature, but a buddy of mine, he said, "Hey, you need to jump on this platform at the time called Periscope, and you need to show people what it is that you do and teach them how to do this live streaming thing." So since 2016, I've been in live streaming, helping people figure it out. Not only just software, but hardware as well. And then I got introduced to this world of Amazon Live. Basically, I was just doing a little Google searching and I saw the word Amazon and I saw live, and I was just like, there's got to be something here. So in July of 2020, I did my first Amazon Live. And when I saw that celebrities like Oprah were on the platform, I just knew it was a thing. So I just kind of dove all into it and I was sharing with a couple people and like nobody was listening to me. And I was like, is it just me or am I in front of the curve on something else? And I saw that Amazon Live was going to be something that I think is going to be here to stay. And we are primed and ready to start to get into this holiday shopping season, Dr. Elo. So since July 2020, been on Amazon.
that's amazing, man. That's wow. So you've been streaming for 5 years, and for what, July is a year and some change.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
you've got a lot of success on Amazon Live, which is really really amazing.
yeah,
And so are you planning any live sales, and of course on
yeah,
Black Friday?
yeah.
Do
So
you
I'll
have
be
anything special for us?
I do, matter of fact. So I am first planning on going Black Friday and Cyber Monday. So I'll be live streaming for quite an extended amount of time during those days because obviously we know so many people are shopping on Amazon. So it's just a great time to be there if you're a streamer on the platform. So being able to show up there, this will be my second, third year, losing count now already, but it's a time where everybody is there to see what products are available for sale. So I do have a little bit I could let you in on. So actually, this microphone was sent to me to talk about. So there's a deal on this specific microphone. I have some other gear off camera that I have, headphone gear, speakers, and then I have some gear over my shoulder that I'll be talking about as well. So security devices. I got a little drone sitting back there. So I got a few things that I'll be bringing to you guys on Black Friday.
That's pretty amazing. So what microphone you have? The SM7B, right, from
Yeah.
Shure?
Yeah. So this is the SN7B was literally hooked. I literally hooked this up on Amazon Live last night. J-
That's the standard right there. So
Yeah.
I use a MV7.
Yep.
Obviously, I got it before the MV7X or the other letter they put on the other one, which I don't know yet. But it's that one is the standard for live streaming, for radio. It's been an icon for so many years,
Yeah.
and wow, it's amazing,
Yeah.
amazing you got it. I'm still reaching. I'm like, next step, that's the one.
Yeah, yeah, I have the MV7 and the MV7X, so definitely have both of those microphones as well. And I was actually using my Rode microphone for the longest time just because, I'm constantly changing things up. And so this was kind of the new change for this season right here. So I'm
All right.
excited to get you using this thing on a regular.
People who love tech, we always have. I love tech, and I always have different microphones. I change them around. Change to Go XLR. I change to Rodecaster Pro. I change to everything basically.
Yeah.
All right, so let's jump into what are the three tips that you will give Amazon first timer? Like for me, I'm trying to get into Amazon. I haven't been. For some reason, I did get the page, but it hasn't been approved yet. So it's
Okay.
like behind the scenes. So what's your three major tips you can give us?
Yeah, so I'll start with the tip for live streaming in general. So hopefully you have some type of experience with live streaming if you're getting into Amazon Live. But even if you don't, you can still really make it work for you. So, tip number one would be just being comfortable with live streaming in general. So, whatever software you plan on using, you want to make sure that you know how it operates. You want to know how to hit the mute button. You want to know how to maybe switch camera angles if you want to have a little bit more dynamic to your show. You want to be able to know how to bring in overlays, possibly like we have here on the screen. So, some added text and value for your viewers to let them know what's going on. Maybe you want to highlight a certain product or a certain sale that's going on, or maybe you just want some branding because Amazon Live is a great place to get exposure. So you can have your name at the bottom of the screen with some branding. So you really can make the show, that live stream experience, worth it for your audience and worth it for you in the long run. So understanding your platforms is number one. And then number two, I would say, is just to make sure that you have products ready to talk about. Okay. Because Amazon Live is a place where people want to see the products. They want to see what the color it is, how it looks, the size, the dimensions, anything that you can provide that allows the viewer to have a great experience. That is what you want to bring into your show. So it's your products, it's maybe some scenery, it's nothing stale looking. It's something they actually want to watch. So having your products on hand that you can talk about would be the second one. And the third one is have fun and be engaging because Amazon Live has a chat feature. So the more you interact with your audience, the more it helps you get through the live stream. And those of us that have live streaming for a while, sometimes you may get stuck in like a little rut during your live stream and you may not know which direction to go in. Maybe you don't know what else to say about a product, or maybe there's something that's going on in the background that had you distracted and you're trying to get back into your flow of the show. Well, one of the things that I always do is just keep interacting with my audience. What questions do they have? What do they want to see? Do they need me to explain it again? Maybe I need to go back and talk about a product that I talked about at the beginning of the show because they came in a little bit later. So being able to interact with your audience is a big deal to me because they really do help drive the overall show and that engagement. And ultimately, they become your fans not only on Amazon Live, but if you have businesses or organizations outside of Amazon. I've even been contacted by email on other platforms just because they saw what I was bringing to Amazon and just being personable with them and not just someone here to sell a product. So, those would be my three tips for anyone that's just getting started on Amazon Live. And if you're just getting started on Amazon Live, welcome to the family for sure.
That's amazing, man. Thank you very much for those tips. So I have right here to recap. So people who have just come in, we got understand your platform. Number one tip. Number two, know your products. And number three, we got. Let me see here. Have fun and be engaging. Right. So Mr. I lost communication with Mr. Monte Weaver. He'll be right back. But in the meantime, I want to say hi to some people that came in. So we have. Let me see here. I saw you, Ken. What's going on, my friend? Thank you very much for being here. Ken, the coach from Just Hit Record. Go check out his channel. He's has very good tips as well. So we got Geraldine. No, Geraldine was here, but thank you for the tips. You're welcome. All right. And Monte is offering some fantastic tips. Take notes, most definitely. And we'll try Monte right now. Again, is right back. Here you go.
Technology,
Hey, get used to it. That's the way it is.
gotta know your
There's one
platform.
thing. There's one thing, and there's always going to happen in live stream is you're going to have a hiccup. Anything is always going to happen, and it's all good.
Yeah, it's amazing because if you don't know your platform, you don't know how to deal with those things because
Right.
they would get you flustered and you're like, what's going on? Because I promise you, I wasn't touching anything, right? And then all of a sudden it just drops out. So, what do you
Shazam.
do in those situations? You got to be prepared. So, practice goes a long way.
That's it. All right. So I know Olena had a question for you right here. So here we go. Monte, do you buy products for reviews?
So I buy products that I use. I'll put it that way. So if I don't plan on using it, I'm not buying it, but I don't buy anything just to review it on Amazon. So it's got to have some type of purpose for me. So I will buy a microphone or a boom arm because outside of Amazon Live, my business is providing digital and media services. So anything tech related, I can implement inside of my business outside of Amazon. So I don't buy anything directly for reviews, but the things that I do buy, I do review it because it's beneficial to do that as an Amazon Live influencer.
I think I've only done that only one time that I bought a microphone that I wanted to do a review, and I gave it to a friend because he needed it anyways. So I bought it, and I already had in mind that I wasn't gonna use it, of course. So
Mhm.
I gave it to a friend. So
Yeah.
that's the only reason. But yes, whatever I have bought, I have done reviews. I don't buy. I'm the same way. I just
Yeah.
don't buy to buy. It's not sustainable.
Yeah. And if you're a techie, you just want it anyway. You just kind of want to get your
Mhm.
hands on it to see if you like it. So you don't even buy it for the review. You just buy it because of like the impulse buy too. So
I
I'm
know,
definitely
right?
there.
That's what they called it, gas. Yeah, it's gas, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Gear acquisition gear acquisition syndrome.
Yep.
Don't just in case you guys don't know the acronym, I'm not talking about. All right, so we got Nick Wood in the house saying Monte is awesome. Yes, he is, right? We got one more bonus tip. So, what is the biggest mistake people make when they start streaming on Amazon Live?
Yeah, so Amazon Live is an awesome platform once you understand how you can make it beneficial to you. And what I mean by it is, I don't show up on Amazon Live just to talk about products, right? I'm really there to educate people on what it is that I do well because I ultimately want them to follow Monty Weaver everywhere if they can. If I'm providing value, I want them to just follow me, not just be that Amazon spokesperson. So when you show up on Amazon Live or any platform, just keep in mind that people want to show up for you. So don't overthink it. Don't try to show up and say I got to have this product and it has to be done a certain way all the time and I have to be perfect and I can't afford to mess up and make mistakes. Those are some of the best opportunities because it just shows how real you are. So show up, be authentic to who you are, and don't worry about perfectionism at all because I think this platform is a way for you to definitely grow your exposure not only on Amazon Live but on other platforms. And if you get paid to talk about products, hey, that's just an added bonus. So I hope you guys, and I saw a lot of you all that are on Amazon Live, my fellow streamers. So good to see all of you guys here in the chat as well.
Yeah, and sometimes people think that being perfect during a live stream or sales or something like that, that's the way to go. People actually identify with people that make mistakes because we all do. That's very relatable. So just be yourself, and your tribe will find you.
Yeah,
Definitely, your tribe will find you.
yeah, for sure.
All right, we got more questions. So, is it important to stick to one type of of product on Amazon?
Yeah, it's really up to you. I mean, there's different styles on Amazon Live. You'll see people that talk about a different variety of products. You'll see people that talk about certain types of products in one particular industry. And it really just depends because what I do is I have an awesome Facebook group, and one of the things that we talk about are different strategies around why you're doing Amazon Live to begin with. And so for some people, it just makes sense because it's a business that they're just starting, maybe a side business where they're showing up and they could just talk about anything and earn the commissions for anything they sell. And for some other people, they may want to stay niche heavy on what they want to talk about because they do have businesses outside of Amazon where it makes sense for them to stay in their particular lane a lot more often. So I typically kind of stay right in anything that's tech related. You won't see me in the kitchen cooking anything, talking about all the air fryer or anything downstairs. I kind of stay right in my lane. And it's a great opportunity both ways because there are now Amazon aggregator companies that are looking for influencers. And so some of them will send you a variety of products to talk about. And some companies that are more established in a particular industry, They really want to see people that are focused in one industry because they know it'll be a good fit for them to be a brand ambassador. So sponsorship opportunities are available for Amazon Live influencers as well. So you kind of want to think about some of those other aspects of what can happen outside of just Amazon Live, and that will kind of help lead you in which direction you want to go. But you can definitely talk about any products that you have, any products that you own, and have fun doing
Just if you can sell air fryers, stick to it.
it.
All right. So we have one more question. All right. So when did you start to feel comfortable with the Amazon platform? I live stream on YouTube, and the experience is different.
Yeah, I'm never comfortable. I'm an introvert by nature. I don't like being on the camera. I don't like turning on the microphone. I just know it's just one of those things you have to do if you want to get exposure, if you want to really leverage the power of digital. So I'm never comfortable. So it's always for me, what is the end goal? And I'm kind of thinking that way. It's to educate my audience on digital tech and social media, to talk to people that just need some help doing it. And so when I look at the camera, that's who I'm talking to every single day. And that's what helps make me comfortable on any platform that I show up. Amazon Live, you do have to, like software I mentioned earlier, you have to learn the software, how to navigate the software. But that doesn't take too long because there is a practice mode. So you can always do it in practice mode to get started, kind of share it with your friends and family and say, hey, can you just watch this and make sure that it's just working? Don't ask them to critique you because they'll say everything. Just ask them, is it working? And let your true audience, people that don't know you, let them watch you and let them give you some feedback, because ultimately those are the people that are going to watch you more often. Those are the people that are going to become your fans of you and support your show.
That's an amazing answer. I appreciate that. And the questions are really good. So we have one more question from Olena and Monte. Do you simulcast to social media when you go live on Amazon Live?
Yeah, I personally don't. I did try it, and for me, it just doesn't work the way I want it to work, because I want my YouTube channel to do a specific thing, and I want Amazon Live to do a specific thing. And one of the things I mentioned earlier was sponsorships and brand deal opportunities. And so by not streaming on both platforms, it allows me to position myself in another way where I can offer that additional service. So I actually don't do that, but I do let people know that I stream on both platforms. But it's a little bit of a strategy of how I think about going to do it. But it is the technology there to do it? Absolutely. I've actually gone live to YouTube, to LinkedIn, Amazon Live, Facebook. Like, I've done all of them at the same time. So it's a little bit difficult to manage everything, because your goal on Amazon is to really have people purchase the products ultimately. So if they're on a different platform, you have to speak the language of the platform and convince them to really come to Amazon, because they'll get confused when you're saying, hey, check out this product on Black Friday in a product carousel. All you have to do is click on it. But if they're on a different platform, they don't really understand, what are you talking about? Just click on it. That doesn't make any sense. So kind of want to think about those aspects of it too, whichever decision you want to go with.
Especially to those first time viewers that are watching you on YouTube. They're like, what is he talking about?
Right.
You say carousel does not fit into YouTube
Yeah.
at all. All right. So we got Mr. James Hicks in the house. What's going on, my friend?
What's up,
Welcome.
James?
All right. So where people can find you?
Yeah, so if you want to find me on Black Friday talking about a whole bunch of amazing tech, you can find me at montyweaver.live. It'll take you right to my Amazon Live channel. You can follow me there. And then you can also find me on YouTube. Those are my two platforms. Just type in Monty Weaver on YouTube, and hopefully I should come up number one. And I even have some videos there about Amazon Live. So if you're looking to get started with it or learn more about it, you can find it there. Have an awesome Facebook community that I mentioned earlier, Amazon Live creators. You can pop in there. I think we have over 1,200 people in that community. Some people that are live streamers and they know what they're doing. Other people that are just getting started out and have no idea what they're doing. And we even have companies that are looking to collaborate with influencers. So a lot of different people in there are all taking advantage of being in one place. So definitely you guys are invited to follow me anywhere you'd like.
Amazing. And we have one more question before you leave. I think people like you because they don't want you to leave. So, hi Monte, what are your tips and tricks on how to boost sales?
Yeah, I love this question. I'm actually really glad it came in. So I learned this last year. And when you think about how we buy a product, you want to think about products that are directly aligned with that same product. So I'm trying to grab something off the top of my head. Let me grab something real quick. Anybody that knows me knows I'm a teacher by nature. So I love practical examples. So if talk about this notebook that I'm talking on Amazon Live and I say, hey guys, this is a great notebook. I use it. I also want to think about complementary products like this pen. It's great to have the notebook, but I kind of need something to take notes with. All right. So I'll think about complementary products all the time, toys and batteries, a desk and a chair, a microphone and a microphone stand. So I'm thinking about complementary products and making sure that I add those into my carousel because they depend on one another. So that will definitely help you increase some sales.
That was an amazing question and amazing answer as well. So I appreciate that answer. Be Live shared your information right here on Monte Weaver official. That's his
Yep.
YouTube, and we got monteweaver.live, which if you're doing live, get a .live, instead of .com. That helps you a lot and lets know people what you're all about and just your website.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, my friend. Well, thank you very much for being here. I appreciate you telling us about everything. Uh, Amazon Live, sales, and I appreciate you being here.
Hey, I
I'm
appreciate the
really
invite.
excited to basically meet you in person. In
Yeah.
person,
Yeah. We have digital and online friends, so I've been following you for a little while too. So it's awesome to actually get a chance to just hang out here in this digital space together. So
that's
I
amazing.
appreciate
So
it.
we'll collaborate probably a little bit more in the future. So everybody say bye to Mr. Monty Weaver, and I appreciate you, man. And you have a good one.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
You too.
What an amazing set of tips. I am really, I'm really happy. I'm really happy. And Monte is a powerhouse on Amazon Live and with a lot of information. So now, our next guest, who should be arriving in the next couple of minutes, is Nick Wood. So we'll have Nick Wood in a little bit, and we're basically gonna talk about how to boost your sales on Amazon Live or Black Friday or anything basically. How to boost your sales online. Let's put it that way. All right. So we got Thank you, Monte. That was really amazing. He's chill, man. He's just like me. He's chill, talking about information. He has a wealth of knowledge, and you guys, you guys had some great questions. So keep him coming for our next guest. But whenever we get Nick Wood in here, just let's jump in with the questions on the final part. So, all right, Nick, just let me know. Give me a thumbs up whenever you're ready, and I'll bring you right in. All right, Nick Wood, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, doctor. Good to see you. This is cool.
Likewise, my friend. Thank you. This is our second stream. This is nice.
It's great. And I have to say, Monty Weaver, what a man. I mean, I follow him. I see what he does on Amazon. And yeah, that would be one of my best tips would be to see what Monty's doing and
Definitely.
and do it. 'Cause he's just a great, I can't believe he's an introvert.
Well, in a little bit, we all are. I'm an ambivert. So sometimes I'm an introvert. Sometimes I'm just all out.
Ah,
But online, it took me a while. Took me a while. A lot of practice.
oh, really? That's really interesting because for me, it was the other way around. I was not a natural networker or anything. I used to say to people, just terrible at networking. Online, I have no problem at all. I started off producing other people's shows, and then I suddenly got myself in front of the camera, and that was
Jumped
it.
on
You
it.
couldn't shut me up. That was
All right, let's welcome Nick Wood. So the first thing we want to do is Nick, can you give us about Nick Wood, some information about you?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, Nick Wood. Now, back in the old days, I was an accountant by trade, but let's be honest, no one ever grows up saying, "Mum and Dad, I want to be an accountant." But after doing that for several years, and I was quite good, I wanted to do something different. So, with the support of my lovely wife, Deborah, yeah, I changed, pivoted before pivoting was a thing, and got into the digital marketing space. Went and learned a ton with Ryan Dicett, digital marketer, and a couple of guys in the UK, and got certifications, and just really started to enjoy marketing online, and it was good. But then I just developed this love of video, and at a time when Facebook first started to really promote live streaming, I kind of didn't really have anything to say. I hadn't found my voice. And so, but I knew it was a great thing, and I knew that you could do it not just with your phone. I was using something called OBS at the time as well, just to try and make the streams a little bit different. And then what really changed for me was the start of the pandemic, and I discovered BeLive, fantastic, and today it's still my favorite third-party live streaming platform, bar none. But I wasn't really using it that much. But of course, then the pandemic came, and I thought, right, what should I do to help local businesses? I decided to just hold like an hour's live stream every day for local businesses to come on and tell me what they were doing, and now I could help them if they were still working, if we could still still buy from them. And yeah, for the first 3 days, it was it was crickets. There was no one but me. But thanks to Facebook just boosting reach all over the place, within a couple of days, I got picked up by a local business networking group who said, "Oh, wow, we've got loads of members that would be really benefited by coming on." And the next thing I knew, had like 3 or 4 people. I was in this hour show. I was started to interview like one person, then 2 people, then there'd be 3 people, and I was really trying to cram them all in. And so, yeah, I just really turbocharged the live streaming. Really enjoyed, well, 2 things. One, I really enjoyed meeting the other people, the other business owners, and what that really told me was no one knows your business better than you, and that for live selling is absolutely, I believe, a massive game changer and a real opportunity to actually get your message out there. And with Amazon and BeLive, it is one heady combination for sure.
That's amazing. And that's like everybody starts. People think that we start with 100 people watching us. No, it can be months. It can be a year. You never
Yeah,
know until people actually find you, and you have to promote yourself as well. It's a hard job at first, but then it's so rewarding. It doesn't,
it
you
is.
forget the rest.
It's one of those things. And I remember my the very first streams I was doing on BeLive, and I was like, I might have got 1 or 2 and then 4 or 5 concurrent views, and I was I was so happy. It was like my God, it's not just me. And then you get the other thing where then suddenly people message you and say, "Ah, I saw your show," and
Yeah,
it's just like,
people
"Wow,
that know you
really?"
actually text messages like, "Oh wow,
I know it's
embarrassed,
incredible.
embarrassed."
Actually, a very quick story. I'm literally just moving, so the studio is a little bit not as I want it just yet. But one
Looks
thing,
good to me.
but with the moving, I was having to speak to the guys in the UK. We have Sky and Virgin for our TV and broadband, and so I had to switch them over. And I was saying to the guy at Sky, I said, "Oh, I said, yeah, I need better broadband because I'm a live streamer." And he said, "Oh, what's all that?" So I told him about the live streaming and told him about the Amazon. And the next thing, he's actually looked at it online, and he said, "Oh my God, is that you in your chef whites as Keto Nick?" I said, "That's me." He said, "Oh, I've got to show my friends all this." And so it's amazing how he said, "Oh, it's like I'm talking to a celebrity." Now, that is the
Oh
last
man,
thing I would think I was, but it just made me giggle.
that's funny. All right, so let's jump into the questions, Nick. So we have what and where do you sell with Be Live?
Cool. Well, with BeLive, I use it mainly for selling my services. So as a consultant, I'll use BeLive and use it into groups, basically teaching people how to make side hustles, make money online. And then also with part of that is the affiliate marketing side. So as an affiliate marketer, obviously I have access to lots of different products, again, particularly with Amazon, that you can drop your affiliate links in, so you can talk about things and share them. And that's what I do with BeLive. And that's why BeLive works so well. And one of the things that Monty was saying was his strategy for not really multicasting or simulcasting. For me, it's totally different. I myself and my good friend Stephen Healy, a fellow Brit, we have a shared show on a Monday, and we don't just broadcast to Amazon to sell on Amazon. We broadcast to our Facebook groups, to our YouTube channels, to our websites, to other people's Facebook channels. So we have the whole thing, and we like to push the boundaries. And sometimes it all breaks and goes horribly wrong, but it's just the ability to reach so many people at the same time.
Like your live streaming, your streaming different channels. That's how I found you.
Yeah,
That's how I found you and Steve, and that's why I think it's a Monday 9 a.m. for me. I think it is.
that's right. Yeah, 9 a.m. for you, 2
it's
p.m.
perfect.
UK.
Like I'm starting my day, having my coffee, and there's nothing better than just watching two guys talk about tech and stuff that I like. So it's amazing.
Exactly. When we first started, that was like a little 30-minute show that we were just doing.
It's evolved.
But then because it evolved, well, as soon as we both realized the power of Amazon, it was a case of, well, we just got to make it hour and a half. So that's why we added the quiz in as well. And we hope, the both our rationale behind all this is we want to be able to educate and entertain and just keep people amused whilst also sharing what it is that we use and what we do. And that's really important for like the integrity is, of course, if you're using what you're promoting, then you're good. But sometimes, and again, a little bit earlier in the live stream influencer side on Amazon, there were so many people that weren't just having the product in their hand, they were just showing up screenshots. And I can see why Amazon changed it, because it just it got much more sensible to have people that have physically got the product. And you can just look around your house, that I'm sure if you're like me, you've bought an absolute ton of things on Amazon. So you just literally go, as an example, you just go pick it up.
So, everything's Amazon, because I got it right beside my house. I live in Herndon, Virginia, so we're about 30 miles from Washington, D.C. Their fulfillment center is across the street. So I received the stuff sometimes the same day, which is ridiculous, but it's amazing at the same time.
Oh no, I got to admit, I do normally have to wait 24 hours, but
hey, 24 hours is good to me.
I'm a patient man. Yeah.
So 3 features that help you to boost sales on Amazon Live.
Oh, these 3. Well, it was just trying to keep it down to 3 was really difficult. But as I said, we simulcast all over. And one of the really great things, and one of the newer features I've been using, is the ability to drag and drop different screen shares in, which is a really seamless thing. So you can pull in different what my word I'm looking for. You can basically you just overlay, so it's just like a seamless drag and drop if you're talking about things. And a good example of this was on my cooking show. One of the things I took every now and again, I talk about the books which inspire me. So the cookbooks that I have, they're there to hand. And I could just literally pull one. I could got them all shared on the screen, and I could just pull one into the other so people can see them, as well as them seeing in my hand. So it just shows people. And this is how you, again, a little bit like Monty was saying, this shows you how you can boost sales. You don't just have one book, you've got lots of other books that people can go and have a look at. That's the one thing recently. And again, with the overlays, amazing. The second one is, for me, the absolute reason that BeLive is a cut above everybody else, and that is the live selling feature. As you know, if we're on Amazon, then we have the carousel at the bottom, and you can tell people to click on the carousel, and they can opens up in a new window, and they can go see the product. They can go see that while they're still listening to you. And that's the other thing that is, sometimes a little bit counterintuitive is that people will still listen to you while they're looking at other things, but that's great. But what you can do with BeLive, when we're streaming to YouTube and Facebook, a lot of people, and particularly in the UK, because that's where we are, they don't want to click on the Amazon link because it means they have to sign into Amazon, and they're just quite happy watching us on Facebook. Why BeLive is so special is that with the live selling feature is that you can have it pre-done. So you can just pull in a live selling feature, which again can be a picture of the book or whichever product it is that you're wanting to sell, that you're referring to in your carousel, and that will drop your link into the comments. But that's not any old link. You're dropping in your Amazon affiliate link. So even if they're on Facebook or YouTube, they click that link, then that's the affiliate link still. So that's still going to go and be attributed to you. You get the commission for the next 24 hours. So that's the thing. So even if they're not watching you on Amazon, you still can catch them, which is beautiful. And there's so many other things you can do with that with that sales feature as well. Not least, you can send them to you, drop in your Amazon Live link into the comments so they can move across, but also you can drop your subscription to YouTube. All sorts of things you can do with that.
That's brilliant.
And then the third feature is we have now the live video sales strategies group purely for BeLive users, and that's pretty much run by Stephen Healy. I'm an admin in it as well. So that's where we teach people to live stream on Amazon using BeLive. No other software, just the BeLive. So if you want to, I think hopefully you've got the link that we can put up as well. And that way, just go join that group, and that way you'll get access to Stephen Healy, who is one of the best teachers there is, and me. But he's the guru. So we'll defer to him. And in that, he's got lots of training and lots of resources that can really help you boost your sales using BeLive on Amazon. So those are the three elements, I would say, that are the most important.
That's amazing. And the strategist group, you can find a lot of information in there. So we'll put the link right here in the chat.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Here it is. Thank you, Alana.
And it's lovely. The group is growing, quite rapidly. So it's really good. And we can beam our shows into there so people can see. So if you've got a show that you want to do, we can drop it in there as well. That's the great thing with BeLive. You just you can drop it in anywhere.
It's like the easy button. You just press.
It is. I like a simple, easy life. I'm a point and shoot on the computer guy. I don't understand what goes on behind it, but as long as it goes on in front, it's all good.
All right. So, to whom you would recommend streaming on Amazon Live?
Okay. For me, it is really a big opportunity for anyone who has a product already they have on Amazon. That can be, so for me, I'm making a KDP product. So these are like the low content print on demand books, you can have word puzzles, anything that anyone who is drop shipping with Amazon, anyone's getting Amazon FBA, if they become an Amazon live stream influencer, then they can promote their own products. And no one, as I said earlier, no one knows your products better than you. This is what I learned when I was interviewing the business owners at the early part of last year. And so with that expertise and experience, that way, you can sell better. You build your own following. You got that follow button, so you got people that like what you're doing. Imagine, an author with multiple books. Or I interviewed a lovely lady the other day who has this crazy grass that is so amazing, and lots of these grass products. And imagine her being, or an author being, their own live stream influencer. They don't need me to interview them to get their message out. They can do it themselves, and then that way they build their own following. And then if they've got a new book or a new product that was related to this grass, and you've got people that are following you, they're obviously interested in that as well. So launching in the future becomes, a real brilliant idea. It's, you've got a ready-made audience that you've cultivated over the space of months, years, however long you want to do it. And so the double benefit of that is not only have you got people that are already wanting to buy from you because they already know, like, and trust you, you're going to get commission from Amazon as well. So you're making your own profit, and then you're going to get commission from the influencer affiliate side as well. So yeah, anybody, authors, I encourage massively to do this, and I have I help people to do this. Authors, any drop shippers, anyone with a product on Amazon, this is a no-brainer for you. If you need to promote anyway, Amazon is the one website that has got everyone's payment details preloaded. So it's not like you're going on Facebook or Instagram or YouTube trying to sell from there. Here, Amazon, people go there to buy as a search engine. It's the best search engine there is because there's buyer intent. And the vast majority of people on Amazon, it's a one-click purchase. So you'd be crazy not to utilize this. You'd be bonkers.
That is true. All right. So before we move on to more questions, I do have some questions from the audience, which is really good questions.
Oh, okay.
William says, the products on Amazon Live are attributed for 24 hours. Afterwards, you won't get the commission if someone want to buy it.
Yes, it's just that 24 hours, and that's the thing. One of the things I did recently was on the cooking show. I've got some quite expensive kits, so the KitchenAid mixer and the Killer Nutri Ninja. And of course, what happens is the cookie gets dropped. So I was encouraging people. I said, look, here's top tip for manifesting. Just click it anyway, have a look at it, put it in your wish list. And in that case, if you keep visiting that, then I think, and I'd have to double check, but I think then the cookie might be reactivated. But yeah, it's a 24-hour drop. But that can be, they can then go buy anything on Amazon. So they might be looking at simple cookbooks 1 minute, but then they decide, oh, actually, while I'm on, I'll go buy my husband a really expensive watch, as an example. And that was so sexist. I've just assumed the lady was the cook there.
All right.
Which is outrageous because I'm the cook.
So is it difficult to become an Amazon influencer?
No, there are certain criteria for sure. You go in, you do need to have an iOS device that you need to start the live streams. But obviously, as you know, you can then do a third party. No, there are things you need to do for an Amazon live stream influencer. When you go through, it'll ask you, I think right now it asks you what your following is on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Those are the 4. And they obviously don't tell us exactly how many followers you need to go through. I believe it's upwards of 500, but obviously I couldn't say for certain. Certainly, I had 5,000 followers on the Facebook page I used when I applied for it. I applied for it in January this year, and I kind of forgot about it because I thought, oh, I probably haven't got enough followers, but obviously that did make a difference. And I believe, if you look at the other criteria for other platforms, so live streaming on TikTok, you want 1,000 followers. Monetizing YouTube, you want 1,000 subscribers. So you're looking at probably that ballpark. And the people I teach, they can come to me with no following at all. But that's the benefit of having a digital education. And understand ways to ethically gain followers and subscribers organically and or cheaply in order to make sure that you've got enough followers so that you can do it. And then after you've got that initial access, then you're started off, and you need to do 90 minutes of streaming. So Amazon just look at your streams, make sure that you're coherent and you're not drunk or doing anything against their rules, and then they can, that's a rising star they call it. And then after that, if they're happy with you after 90 minutes, then you can you become an insider. And then once you've been an insider long enough building your following, you can follow in the footsteps of Monte and become an A-lister.
Don't drink. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, don't drink and don't swear, which is quite funny because I, as you know, I go on with I have the cook-off with Adair on a Tuesday, and Adair's not shy in slipping the odd the odd word in, so we have to rapidly go past it.
We got 1 more questions from the audience, and then we'll jump into the last ones. Really, I'm an Amazon handmade artist. I can present my handmade items on Amazon live stream influencer. Yeah,
Geraldine, absolutely. Yeah, if you're selling that on Amazon, then if you're a live stream influencer, I absolutely suggest that's exactly what you do, because you're promoting it on the platform that you're selling it on. It is, for me, it's a no-brainer. Really, go for it. Try it. Think of all the other things you're doing, trying to get people to go buy your products. Doing it on the platform that you're selling them on just makes total sense.
I know, right? That's amazing. Great questions here. So I appreciate you guys, reaching out and making your questions. They definitely make the show better. So
They
thank
do.
you. And I have 3 features that help you boost sales on Amazon. Did I ask you that question yet?
On the B, yeah, I did. I talked about it on the B Live, but I'll give
Yes.
you a
So
fourth one though, because yours looks brilliant, and that is overlays. Overlays and being able to switch overlays during the broadcast is great, because it just, especially when you've got questions. So I was doing a Q&A the other day, and I got some questions already pre-lined up in overlays that just helped me go through them, and it was it's just
amazing.
really good. Keeps you on track.
All right. So Nick, are you going live on Black Friday? I know you are.
I
know you
am.
are.
I am. Absolutely. Look, I've got. I'm going the Thursday night. On the night before, just in case, with a new cooking show. But yeah, no, Friday definitely. That's the Keto Nick cooking show, midday on the UK, which I believe is 5 a.m. No, 7 a.m. Eastern, I think. So kind of a breakfast time. And yeah, that is a no-brainer for me. That's one of my huge passions. And then again, we're going to go live on Cyber Monday with myself and Stephen, which is perfect for all our cyber tech. So we'll be talking all about that on Monday. But just seeing what had happened to people on Amazon Prime Day, so I wasn't really ready for that. But their views, they're going from having like the low 1,000 views to the big sales days when they were getting upwards of 10,000 views with very little following. So yeah, I'm excited. That's going to be amazing on that on Black Friday. So cool.
So I'm stuck because my Amazon page is ready, but they haven't approved it yet for visibility purposes. I'm like, can you please? I've been calling Amazon every day. It's like, can you please do it before for Black Friday so I can do a Black Friday sale?
I
I'm like,
know.
oh god.
I know, and that's the thing I would say to everybody as well is I know so many influencers that were rejected initially, and then they just kept going, and then eventually they hit the criteria and were allowed on. So
Same with LinkedIn.
don't get
I did the same
disheartened.
thing.
Oh, LinkedIn. I gave up on LinkedIn.
4 months straight, messages every single day. I had an alarm until I finally got it. So I'm streaming to LinkedIn as well.
Yeah, no, it's one of those. That's one of the platforms I'm gonna have another crack at. But I just got so annoyed with them. I thought I'll go somewhere else. Thanks.
All right. So Nick, where can people find you?
Cool. Yeah, the best place to find me is if you go to the Amazon channel. That is, like Monty, nickwood.live will take you to my storefront on Amazon. But if you want, I run a free. We just had it earlier on today. I run a free Zoom meeting every Wednesday, which we talk about how to become an Amazon live stream influencer. In that, obviously, I promote Be Live in there as well. And then we can promote the group, and that's a totally free Zoom meeting. So come and check us out. That is nickwoodlive.com. That'll take you to the registration page, and that's the best place for sure.
Amazing. And one more question before you leave. People like you. They don't want to let you go. That's good. That's good stuff. So how long do you wait for the approval, Nick, for the Amazon Live?
This is a little bit embarrassing because I applied for it in January this year. And as I said earlier, I didn't think I'd actually get through. So it was one of those things that was on the back of my mind. And then I was chatting to one of the other guys that we live stream with, Marco and Steve. And Marco was telling us, he said, have you done it yet? And I said, yeah, I've applied. And he said, and then he showed us what had happened over the first 3 months that he'd used it. And I thought, I'm definitely going to go and have a crack at that then. And I went back in, and as part of a side hustle, I thought, right, I'll video myself doing this process so people can see. I typed back in live instruments and it just flashed up, "You're accepted." And so I'd actually been accepted, I think, in the January, February time, but I didn't realize until June, July. So I'd lost
That's a
out all that
story right
time.
there.
So yeah, don't be stupid like me. When you apply, go check.
I know, right? That's really funny.
Yeah, but you should know if you apply. I think if you're using YouTube and Facebook, I think if you've got the right number of followers, that will be instant. I think Instagram, they do some other double check. I'm not sure on
Yeah,
TikTok.
Instagram is weird.
I've not seen
And
someone
TikTok as
do
well.
TikTok yet.
All right. Well, thank you very much for being here, Nick. As always, I'll see you next Monday on your show. I always do.
My
That's
pleasure.
it's become a kind of a routine. Coffee and Nick and Steve.
And Steve, brilliant. Yeah, join in the quiz. We need all the help we can get.
Definitely, my friend. All right.
Thank you
Well,
so
thank
much.
you very much for being here, and I'll see you next Monday.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you. What an amazing person right here. This is really cool, and he has lots of stories in there, and I love when he tells us stories. Um, Let me see who we have here. So to the people that came in, I think Claudette came in. Hello. We have Sammy Superstar said hello as well. We got a bunch of my friends. Hey, James, what's going on, my friend? We got Ness Lover. Thank you very much for being here. And Geraldine saying thank you for the answer. Amazing. All right. So next we have a guest, Michelle Withers. So Michelle S. Withers is a social media algorithm guru. She's a master at skyrocketing, organic reach, and working smart. She's known as the question queen because of her magic wording combined with brilliant content, resulting in 1,000. Yes, I said it. 1,000% higher engagement. Isn't that amazing? So, Michelle, let me know when you're ready, and I'll bring you right into the show. Thumbs up. Amazing. Welcome to the show, Michelle.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm doing great. Pleasure to meet you.
Awesome.
And
Nice to meet you.
person.
Thank you so much for having me.
it's a pleasure to have you. So, we're going to talk about using Facebook and Instagram stories to make Black Friday sales.
Mhm.
So, the floor is yours.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me. Oh my gosh, I'm just thrilled to be here. I'm so excited to meet all of you. So, I'd love to know, absolutely love to know, what industries are you in? Okay. Give me some ideas what industries you're in, because that will give me the opportunity to then share some ideas with you that I have. So there's Porter. Everybody say hi. It's actually my son and assistant. Hey, thank you. So glad to be here, Lena. How are you today? So tell me what industries you are in, okay? Because that's really important. The other thing I want to know is how many days a week are you going live on Facebook? Okay. Give me some idea. How many days a week are you going live on Facebook? Hey, how are you? So glad to have you here. Thank you. Okay. So let me tell you, public speaking, Irene, that's perfect. Okay. Some of these tips, you're going to love them. So let me tell you who I can help most. Okay. I am really, really good with helping people that have close relationships with their clients. Okay. So I help a lot of people that do boutiques and they go live and sell, basically have almost their own QVC show on Facebook. I'm really good with helping people that have coaching and those kind of things, people that have more big ticket items, people that a lot of times are both Facebook friends with their customers and have a Facebook page where people follow them. Oh, quilting and sewing. Oh my gosh, I bet your lives are so fun and you make some beautiful things, Geraldine. That is awesome. Okay. So those kind of people that have really close relationships 3 or 4 times, Nick, that's awesome, dude. Way to be. Loved your interview. Thank you so much for all your tips. So I work with a lot of network marketers, a lot of small businesses, coaches, people that do a lot of things on Facebook and attract their audience there. Okay. So hopefully that will kind of give you an idea of who these tips are good for, because not every live tip, not every Facebook tip, there's Facebook ads, not everything is right for every product. And I think that's really important to know because sometimes like, well, I tried this. Why didn't it work? Well, that's not the best idea for your product or line. Okay. So let's see, 3 tips for those who start their preparation. Okay. So let me tell you that what we found out about algorithms that is mind blowing and so simple. Okay. If you're someone who takes your live and shares it from your business page to your personal profile, there are 3 things to understand with Facebook that I call it the hierarchy of the algorithm tips. Okay. Facebook first loves to see messages. Okay. That is their number one thing. Now, for some of you, you hear the word message and you think a cold message. No, that's not what I mean at all. When you go to stories, okay, when you open up your stories on your personal profile and you go to the bottom, it'll say reply or message. It seems to kind of change. You never know if it's going to say reply or message. And what we've taught our people to do is go reply to 25 stories every single day. And Facebook, one of the rules you have to understand is Facebook shows your content to people who have engaged with you. It's not the likes and the friends, it's the people who engaged with you. And so the more you get people to engage, the more they will continue to see your products and your post and your lives. And so we want you to go message or reply 25 stories a day, but then you're going to start seeing the same people. So then swipe down 25 stories and then reply to number 26 through 50. Okay. Let Facebook know you want to see different people's content, and then your content will show up in front of them. Okay. Oh, good job. I message you up with the reply and message all the time. Good job, lady. Okay. So that's really, really important. And so replying is absolutely critical. And what will happen is, because there's step number 2 is you're going to post in stories. Okay. And you're going to post in stories on your personal profile and your business page. You're going to do some personal stuff and you're going to do some business stuff. Okay. When you put stories in there and you've been replying to stories, guess what? Facebook will show your stories more often. There's a very, very simple what goes around comes around in Facebook. The more love you give out, the more love you get back. Okay. This is really important to understand. So replying to stories and then commenting on post is so important. And the cool thing is you can also comment on post as your business page. And that's a really fun one to do. Okay. So the first is messaging. Second is commenting on post. And third is giving love. So shower me with love, you guys. If some of this stuff's helping you, hit that heart button. You want to teach your people to hit the heart, the wow, the laugh, the care. Everything but the thumbs up gets twice as much weight. So you want to teach your viewers to give hearts. Okay. Shower me with love, you guys. Do you love this item? Do you love these ideas? Do you love these tips? Shower me with hearts. That will make Facebook go, oh, they like this stuff, and literally will show your live to more people. It's really kind of mind-blowing how simple this is. You have so much more control over your algorithms than you realize, and it's just this simple. So here's a really fun idea I have for you with regards to posting in stories. So I'm called the question queen because I'm always asking questions. Like our lives typically have about 2,000 comments on them. We go live about hour and a half on Wednesdays. You can come check me a little bit later at 1 p.m. Eastern on my business page. But we have tons of comments because we're always asking questions. We do that in our post. We do that in our stories. We do that in our reels. We do it everywhere. Okay. So in your stories, what you're going to do is the very first story you're going to do is a question like this for Black Friday. Okay. And you want to be doing this all week because those stories disappear every 24 hours. So start on Monday and go to the next Monday with a new question every day. Okay. So your first question might be, who are the men in your life that you're shopping for? Okay. Who are the men in your life that you're shopping for? Give me 2 seconds and I'll tell you what algorithm is. So who are the men in your life that you're shopping for? And so I like my Santa hats I threw over there. I might have on a Santa hat and then I have my photo. Who are the men in your life you're shopping for? And then I have an arrow to the right on the story. So they click on that and that will swipe to the next story. And then you're going to put anywhere from 6 to 10 photos of items you have that are great for gifts for men. Okay. Now Tuesday comes along. You're going to say, who are the teens in your life that you're shopping for? Okay. And then you have the arrow and you've got your Santa hat on or reindeer antlers or something. And then they click on that right arrow and you're going to have 6 to 8 items that are great for teens. Okay. But what's cool is thank you. I'm so glad you love that idea. When you're putting that in there, a lot of times people will reply and literally tell you who the men are they're shopping for, which then starts a conversation and you can customize, say, so here's some of my questions that you ask in Messenger. Again, I'm all about questions. I'm the question queen. I can help you double your sales per person, close more deals per conversations. Like we have it all. So if they say my husband and my father-in-law, you're going to say, awesome. So I'm just curious. First of all, have you already shopped for them this year? Don't waste your time if they've already shopped. Okay. So have you already shopped for them this year? No. Okay. Awesome. I'm curious. What have you bought for them in the past? And then they tell you and you're cool. Here's the key to not getting shut down. You know how you're messaging somebody and then they like go MIA? Always ask permission. May I share with you a few ideas that might be great for your husband and father-in-law? And they're like, yeah. And then you send them the tips. Okay. Those 3 things in Messenger. Have you shopped for them already? What have you got from them in the past? May I share with you a few ideas? Boom, baby. I'm telling you, you'll close so many more ideas and have a much, much more authentic engagement with them. It really, really works. Okay. So stories is really, really important to your business. And the cool thing is, guess what? When they reply and they message you, next time you go live, they're so much more likely to be showing your live on Facebook because there was messaging going back and forth. Facebook likes to see one-on-one conversations, and that's what's going to get you some major draw, and Facebook will show your live to more people. Okay. All right. Now I'm curious. So let me talk about algorithms. I had a question. What's algorithms? Facebook is always looking at what is happening on your platform, whether it's your personal profile, a group, or a business page. There's algorithms in all of those. Okay. The more engagement you get, Facebook says, oh, they like what he or she has to say. And then they'll show it to more people. Okay. Your job is to keep the engagement high. And sometimes people do what I call play more like show and tell. Look at this item. Look how great it is. Look how great my lipstick looks. Look how awesome this thing works. Look at the yummy thing I made. And then they forget the step that I teach. Here's a little bit about me. Now tell me about you. So you're doing something with cooking and you make these really fun cookies. And you're like, oh my gosh, we love these white chocolate, macadamia nut cookies. Tell me, what is your family's favorite cookie? Okay. If I'm sporting my lipstick and I'm like, girls, I love putting on this, I love sporting a red lip. What is your favorite color of lipstick to wear? Every single thing you post, you need to add a question to it. And you literally, seriously, we've seen in anywhere from 10 to 30 days, people increase their engagement by 1,000%. And people double, triple, quadruple their numbers on their lives, all through getting better engagement. And it's all about the questions that you ask. And we have tips, we call them 1-button responses. So what did I ask you? How many days a week do you go live? Okay. And yay, all right, you're in. How many days a week do you go live? That's a 1-button response. On a scale of 1 to 10, let me ask you this. On a scale of 1 to 10, how comfortable are you going live? 10, it's awesome. I love it. I'm rocking it. 1, I want to crawl under the covers and not come out. Where are you at? So we ask on a scale of 1 to 10 questions all the time. If you do anything with food, no matter what you're showing, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much do y'all like shrimp? On a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you like cabbage? It doesn't matter what you're showing. You can almost always ask a scale of 1 to 10 question with food. Okay. Hey, Miss Carolina, how are you? So it's amazing what you can do. And you want to ask those questions. If you see I'm asking them during my lives, you can ask them on post in between your lives and on your stories and in your reels. And that will help your other algorithms go up. Then when you go live and your algorithms are high on your business page, Facebook's like, oh, I'm going to show this to a few more people. So who wants one of my absolute amazing secret tricks to getting a lot more engagement on a live? I want you to comment secret. Okay. Yes. 1-button responses are our favorite. Okay. Scale of 1 to 10, how many days a week or multiple choice are our absolute favorite? Okay. So I have this really cool secret to tell you. I call it a live check-in. And I do this with my gals who have like boutiques and their own. I helped a gal last full calendar year sell over $1 million in jewelry that was $5 a piece. Okay. All from her going live and posting effectively on her business page. It's really, really fun. Okay. So this is my little secret. It's called a live check-in. So let's say you go live in the evening. Okay. So you're going to go live somewhere, 5, 6, 7, 8 o'clock at night. Early in the morning. Okay. 6 or 7 a.m., the time zone that you have the most people following you. And that you might, if you span the world, just do, pick the best time you feel good about. And this is what you're going to do. You're going to do a little, what we call a contest. So it's going to say live check-in. Be careful you don't use the words comment. Instead, answer this question for an opportunity to win blank. Okay. Have some sort of giveaway. I just use Facebook's color fun backgrounds. I don't even go to Canva and make anything overly complicated. I just use their colored backgrounds. And I use things as simple as, hey, live check-in, tell us your name below and you'll be entered into a drawing for a gift certificate blank. Okay. Now, the key to this, and you want to change up the question. So I might put, what is your favorite soda? What state are you from? What is your favorite cold beverage? What's your favorite thing to dip your French fries in? Like, I've asked all sorts of silly questions. What's your favorite pizza toppings? You just want to have something that's variety. You don't want to say comment, cook, and everybody has the exact same comment because Facebook doesn't like that. Okay, because it feels spammy or it feels clickbait. Okay, you want it to have a variety of comments. So that's why I use their name because that's really simple. Their state, the birth month they have, all sorts of things. Now, the key to this is that you need to respond and reply. You reply and then you send a message. Now, if you use ManyChat, how many of you are ManyChat fan? Just comment MC. I use ManyChat and I connect that live check-in right to my live check-in post. Okay. So I connect it and it replies and sends a message. It says, hey, thank you for the live check-in. Hey, by the way, I don't have your phone number. We want to make sure to send you a text message. What is your phone number? Okay. So if you don't have ManyChat, it's totally okay. All you have to do is simply go to the bottom and hit reply and say, thanks for checking in. Hit the button that says respond or message. Sorry, it says message. This is on a business page. Okay. Yeah, you could totally put those questions into groups if you go live in groups. Absolutely, Nick. It'd be awesome. You can't message them, but you definitely can send them. You definitely can reply to the comment. Okay. So that's what I'm going to unplug that Alexa is talking. So it's really, really, really important that you reply. Okay. It doesn't have to be the second that they comment, but if you got like 8 hours, you want to reply to a couple in the first 30 minutes. Then you can walk away for about 4 hours, go back and mass reply, go back in 2 hours, mass reply, and then reply right before you're live. That will boost that post to get a ton more comments. I mean, a ton more. It's kind of mind-blowing. And then when you go live, Facebook's like, holy cow, all these people really like this page. You're probably going to want to see him or her go live. And then your live numbers will just explode. It's kind of really mind-blowing. Okay. So we have all sorts of algorithm tips for you. It is amazing what you can do when you learn how to get organic reach by simply asking questions. It really, it's a game changer. These are things you totally can do. It's really fun. All right. So I'm not seeing, I like to do the live check-in post about 8 hours before. I used to only do it an hour or two before, but I do it now about 8 hours before. You could do it as much as even 24 hours before. All right. What was your favorite tip? What was your aha moment? Seriously, you guys, I love helping people with their algorithms. It is such a game changer when you realize you do have a lot of control, and that as long as you understand what Facebook wants to see, they help you out a lot. I'm all about sending love to Facebook. What you send is what you get back. All right. So just so you know, you can find me. Let me give you my business page link. Okay, you can follow me here. And then I have a whole bunch of, many did I put in there? I think about 30 story images that have just fun questions, anything from fall to Christmas and holiday. And they're really, really fun stories. So I've got free images for you. I know we're putting up a link that you can click on, and that will give you some free images. Every one of our webinars, we give free images with questions because we know how incredibly important it is. It's so, so, so important to get engagement when you're not live. Okay. It's so important to get engagement when you're not live because that really, really, really does help. It's pretty amazing. Okay. So try that live check-in. Like I said, if you're using ManyChat, you're just going to use the comment growth tool and connect that. And you're going to use both the response and have it send a message.
Wow. I am in awe.
Oh, you're sweet. Thank you.
That is a wealth of information, and I'm definitely using it. I'm definitely going for it because on Facebook, my engagement it's okay, but I didn't know that all that responding, to those comments, and I do get comments, and I respond to, but wow, that's amazing. That's great information. Wow. So how often do you go live?
I'm live for sure at least once a week on my business page. On Wednesdays, we almost always have a webinar. Next week, we're about out of town on Wednesday, so I think we're going to go live on Friday, on Black Friday. But yeah, at least once a week, we have a solid webinar on all sorts of topics, from stories to lives to Facebook pages, algorithms. We have one on algorithms at 1:00 today that you can come hang out with us.
That's great. That's amazing. And Elizabeth, welcome. Welcome to the stream. We're glad to have you here.
Thank you. Hey, Elizabeth, thank you for your thoughts. I'm so glad that was helpful.
Ain't that explanation amazing? Oh, man, I'm here like, oh, wow.
It's just common sense, actually. It's kind of funny.
It is.
Oh, yeah, this isn't rocket science.
I think the experience has a lot to do with it as well. So how do you get goodies? That's what Polly's saying.
How do you get the goodies? Oh, when you click on, I wonder if, let me double check that worked the way it was supposed to in ManyChat. you just click on the button that says get the goodies. When you click the, make sure this worked the way we thought it was going to.
You're still getting props. She's great, and I have watched her for a couple years. Explanations are wonderful and so easy to understand.
Thank you.
Thumbs up.
So yeah, all you're going to do is click on that bit.ly that I put in the comments and answer the questions, and we'll send you an email with a link to a Dropbox.
Amazing. All right, so
yeah,
people can find you. You put your message in
Yep.
here. So let me make sure I share it again, so people can
Thank
know where to
you.
find you. And do we have any more questions before?
Yeah,
We
Miss
should.
Elizabeth, there's so much you can do with algorithms. Definitely the biggest key is to be consistent, though. It's not something you can do once a week. You do have to be present pretty much every day. But the great thing about business pages and groups is, dang, you can schedule those. So you still can go on vacation and, take a few minutes to reply to some comments now and then.
Yeah.
You do not need to reply to the comments the minute they come in. I do believe in bulk replying so that you still have a life.
I know, right?
Thank you, Nick. I appreciate that. I love your part of the world. I'm a big fan of the UK. Love it over there.
All right.
So
Right, Michelle, well,
much
thank you so much. I appreciate you being here and illustrating us
Thank
with a bunch of
you.
information. I'm very happy. I learned a lot. And I learned a lot. I was like, yes.
Awesome. Well, thank you for having me. I really appreciate it.
I appreciate being
Really a
here,
pleasure.
and I hope to see you. Are you doing anything for Black Friday? Any sales?
We'll be going live, and we'll definitely have some sales on our programs. So
I'll be
yeah,
watching.
we have all sorts of cool programs. Really, like, we can help you walk through understanding algorithms and creating. I will totally come visit. My son Porter, that's on here, we went there for his senior trip. We love it.
Wow.
But yeah, we're definitely going to have some sales on our programs. We walk you through how to get better engagement and how to create that content. It's the 2 steps. You love on people, and then you put content out there with questions, and it just cycles and it just snowballs. It's
Iteration.
It's really fun.
Well, Michelle, thank you very much. Nice to meet you in person, I think. Or in
I
stream.
know. Yep.
This is the new in person. So
This is the new in person. God bless
glad
COVID.
you have you here. And we'll talk soon. We'll talk soon.
Yeah,
Most
let's
definitely.
do. That would be great. It would be so fun.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Bye, Life fans. See you guys. Thanks.
Wow. I'm in awe. What an amazing, amazing, amazing stream right here. But we have more. We do have more. We have our next guest. It's the bookstore Funky Rainbow. We have a bunch of people coming into the stream, which is really amazing. We have a very insightful stream coming up. But without, I want to say hi to the people who came in. Obviously, Elizabeth, thank you very much for being here. You got, I think, Brittany. I'm not sure. There's a lot of people who came in, which is really amazing. We have 25 watching right now. And Michelle, that's you, obviously. Thank you for being here. And yeah, this is really amazing. All right, so what an amazing session, right? What an amazing session. It was really good. But we're waiting from our friends from Funky Rainbow. We'll be talking about a bunch of stuff. How you chosen to focus on your content and not direct sales, live sales, Black Friday plans, all type of stuff. So, while we're waiting for them to come in, can you tell us what are your plans for Black Friday? What are your plans? Are you planning to stream? Are you planning to be a buyer, like I am? I'm doing Cyber Monday as well. I'm doing probably both. Hopefully, I get my Amazon Live account approved and I can start selling in Amazon, which will be pretty amazing. If not, I can always use the Be Live sales feature, which I am planning to. So, for example, I think I have some stuff in here that I've shown before. So, if I wanted to, I can just, show on stream right here what I have. Boom, that takes the information or the link directly into here, as you see, and that's my own link. That's my affiliate link. So, in the meantime, I can definitely use all of this, and I can explain what this is my travel kit, which I'm very happy to be home today, which I am in my studio, and I'm so happy because streaming from our hotel with people in here, it's kind of hectic. I'm not gonna lie, because I did not want to go through Wi-Fi. I do have a solid connection through Ethernet, but this is what I'm gonna. This is my setup for on the go. So it's right now it's in the hotel, which is funny, but to think of it. But hopefully that I'm still sleeping sign. It's in there and people will come in. Well, thanks to the COVID restrictions, people are not coming in. So they're not coming in unless you call. So hopefully my stuff is safe. I don't know. But this is the microphone that I have right now. I'm definitely gonna. Yeah, this is really cool. I love this feature. Like Nick said, this is an amazing tool. This is the other microphone that I use. I just brought this from the hotel. Kept the Zoom ZDM1 over there, which I'm gonna be living in a hotel for 90 days, as probably you already heard. I'm on military active orders right now, so it gave me a break today. So that's good. The cam link, that's what I use when I'm on the go. All right. Wave arm, I have it right now. So you can, and this is the other 15-inch. How do you call it? The monitor. This monitor is it's a savior, because if you have a MacBook like I do, only one screen. But when you're streaming, it's great to have a second one. Mini travel dock. It helps out. Oh, look at the links. Yeah, a lot of links. This is the last one, no worries. And this is the new one that I got. So there you go. Every time you change, you send the link. So sorry for the link overflow. Yeah, Be Live is amazing. It is amazing. So all right, I'll be using this if Amazon Live does not cooperate with me, and if not, I'll probably use it regardless. All right, guys, do you have any questions about the content that we have covered today? That'll be amazing to discuss. A bunch of the comments. I know I had questions earlier. All right, and we got our guests start coming in. So really happy. Amazing. Just give me a thumbs up when you're ready, Vidya. All right, so what do I plan to sell on Amazon Live? Tech. It's definitely going to be tech. That's what I like. So yeah, I'm all about the tech. Right, so let's bring our friends from Funky Rainbow. Hello. Welcome.
Thank you. Good to be here.
I think your volume is a little bit low. If you could a little bit up, I'll lower the music a little bit. How you guys hear our friends from Funky Rainbow?
Yeah. Is that better?
Can you hear us now?
That is better. A little bit more, and we can be even. I think a little bit more.
Good.
A little bit more.
More.
There we go. I think that's good. So welcome to the stream. Thank you very much for being here. My name is Dr. Elo. A pleasure to meet you guys. I've seen your YouTube channel. I was thinking around your YouTube channel yesterday. I love the colors. I love the colors. I love the show. I have a 7-year-old, so just imagine he was excited. That's really cool.
You a funky rainbow, yes, you've got to like the colors, right?
Oh,
All
I
the colors
love
of
it. I
rainbow
love
are
it.
there.
funky and we are a rainbow.
All right, so today we're gonna talk about why content means customers at Funky, right? And can you please tell us about yourself, about Funky Rainbow?
Yeah. So first off, thank you so much to the Be Live team, for mailing us just out of the blue and telling us that they find our live shows, quite peppy and inspiring. It's just the power of the big world wide web that makes this possible, because Funky Rainbow is this little traveling children's bookshop. We're an independent children's bookshop based in Bangalore, in the south of India, and perhaps a city really well known for its technology. But what Funky Rainbow does is really to get on a big red truck and go here, there, everywhere with a bunch of children's books. We don't limit ourselves just to our own city. We travel across the country to introduce books and reading to children, from different parts of India. So you have, a couple of pictures. You may want to show it up to your audience. Um, will that come up on the stream just now? I mean, just to give you an idea, we are doing this session live from our office in Bangalore. Yes, and there you can see our colorful shelves, and
And that's exactly where we are sitting on those chairs.
It looks
exactly.
so good. It looks so good. I love it.
So that's a collection of Indian children's books, Indian and international children's books that we take everywhere in order to get children hooked to reading. We believe from the bottom of our hearts that if children aren't reading, it's just because they haven't found the right book. We have one more picture of our office, which you can show out to the viewers. Yeah,
And
that's the team. We were celebrating our 8th birthday, when we were all on those party hats, and we couldn't believe that we're 8 years into this business, into this passion of reaching books to children here, there, everywhere. Like I said, we started off in 2013, and we actually got into a book truck, and I believe there are pictures of the truck that you may be able to show, going, like I said, to different. Oh yes, that's a picture of the truck that you see taken, by Sham, who's one of the founder partners of Funky Rainbow. We basically put tubs of colorful tubs of books into that tub and take it to different places within the city and within the country, matching books often to themes. For instance, if there's an organic food carnival happening somewhere, then we have tons of books on food and take them right up to those places so that children, can find books that interest them and appeal to them. We also, and you can, go forward. We also work with schools, and that's a typical pop-up that you see, where we pop up at a place and we have like a little canopy that's put up and the books up in colorful tubs, and typically hundreds of children milling around our books, and we're recommending them to to kids of different ages. Now we also work with schools, to spread the love of reading, and we work both with the children and the teachers to introduce them to contemporary books. So that's, in a nutshell, Funky Rainbow, the traveling children's bookshop, taking books here, there, everywhere.
That is amazing. I love this concept because first of all, I love the colors. I gotta say it again. But it's really amazing that you can actually promote books to kids who are the persons who really need it right now. especially showing them kids to read and love reading since they're small. Because once you grow up, I don't think if you didn't like books in when you were small, didn't learn to appreciate how to read, it's the perfect time. It's when you're kids, that's it. And I had to read books like crazy. And even in the summers, they gave me 3 books in the summer from school, and I appreciate it, and I love reading. So I think it's a matter of getting them used to. It's like everything. You put them in sports early, it's the same thing. They love the sport. So it's a great initiative, and I appreciate you guys doing stuff like this. That's amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
All right, so why have you chosen to focus content and not on direct sales?
So just when the pandemic hit in 2020, it hit India in March 2020. I mean, everything absolutely came to a grinding halt. I mean, literally the wheels of our book truck came to a grinding halt. Schools were shut down. There were no public events taking place anywhere, and the country was in a lockdown. So what could we do? I mean, we're a small business, but, and where and how could we continue to showcase our books? What really worked for us, was the fact that we could curate books. I mean, that we could match books to every reading requirement that there was. So one of the ideas that we came up with just at the start of the pandemic in India was, why don't we move, the fact that we curate books up online? We already had a website. I mean, we've had a website for very many years, from the year that we began way back in 2013. It was always equipped for e-commerce, but we only let customers come in gently. I mean, customers just came in gently and picked up books that they wanted to in bits and pieces. But, what we decided then to do, and I think you may have a slide to show for this one, is we came up with an idea called the Book Bazaar. Yes, the Book Bazaar, literally meaning the buzz around books. It was specifically designed to deal with the challenges posed by the pandemic, and it was an online book show and shopping experience where we showcased a wide range of books from our curated collection, both on our Facebook page and on our YouTube channel. We started this off in May 2020, doing a book bazaar every Saturday, picking theme-based books, and that's typically what at the time before the bazaar looks like. There's all the lights, and there's it's just a live show. And the wonderful thing is the response that we got from people. The show, we had parents, teachers, children, librarians, all of whom came up and watched us on the show, introducing books. For instance, we'd just show up a book, like this, saying, well, this is what this book is about. It's about a little girl who says why, who asks why. And how many of us know children who ask why every single time? Showing up books like this, talking about them, and getting, parents and teachers and librarians and children interested in these books. And we realized, with the show happening every Saturday, I mean, we've been doing one every Saturday since 23rd May 2020, which means we have over 70 shows, done at the moment. We found that it's the content of that show, the books that we're showcasing, the books that we're highlighting, the themes that we're talking about, and it's a live show. So customers type into our chat box, just like, I can see, a couple of people commenting, and I can see Marie saying, I'm in the process of publishing my book. How wonderful is that, really? The thing is, they post comments and we respond to them, recommending books for their specific reading requirements. And we found that this form of content marketing, really, I mean, in a sense, it is content marketing, as against the traditional method of marketing and telling people how awesome we are. We just felt that, let's just show them how awesome we are, and show them that we know our books and hence can recommend the right books for their children.
That is amazing, and I love that you guys are basically living it, and you love what you do, and it's very expressed in what whenever you speak. So this is really amazing. Oh,
Thank
I
you.
got Mary Mason who just had a question. So how does she get involved? She wants to get involved.
Oh, that's wonderful. Mail us at funkyrainbowmail@gmail.com, Murray, and we'll take that conversation forward. We don't publish ourselves. We have books from different publishers, but we're always ready to help new writers find the right publishers.
And one of the segments that we have on the show is to actually have an author or an illustrator of children's books present, and we ask them questions about their latest books and things like that, and the audience get to ask them questions. So that is
Amazing.
been one of our highlights as well. So you get to meet authors and the creators of all these wonderful children's books. So that's one way that we have kept the show going.
That's amazing. So yes, please type the email. All right, we'll get you the email and we'll put it in there. No worries.
Yes.
All right. So what are your plans for Black Friday sales?
You want to? Okay, so Black
Is that
Friday.
a secret? Is it a secret? I'm like, uh-oh.
Okay, the secret is, and I've got to say this to you, the secret is that Black Friday doesn't even exist as a concept in India. I mean, it's, in the sense that, of course, it's a global world. And so we know Amazon or even BeLive or any of the companies out there in the West whose products we use, they have these fabulous these fabulous Black Friday sales. And we actually make use of those and pick up things that we want. But at Funky Rainbow, what I'd say is that it's not a Black Friday, it's a Funky Friday. Our bazaars happen every
I love
Saturday.
it.
So all our Fridays are funky. They're all geared up about how to showcase our products to our customers, generate leads, and ensure that there are sales that come by for us.
So let me change the
no
question
secret.
then. I changed the question. I'm sorry about that. Change the question to what are your Funky Friday plans?
Yeah, our Funky Friday plans are to be buzzy about books and get our customers
As
to
always.
believe
Amazing.
that we have the best books for their children.
That's great. So what advice do you have for those who open online shops?
One thing is to be I can take the example of what we do and probably give some tips to people who want to open online shops. One thing, like we said, we are about the content and not about the sales per se. But what BeLive has done for us is to give us the tools, the exact tools that we need to make a sale possible. So the live sales function, the live, because we are able to showcase books. And as Vidya talks about the book, I'm able to pull up the covers on screen and then also have a link to purchase the book, and which links directly to the website that we have. So those kind of things definitely help. So that they don't have to go elsewhere or have to come back to it later. And because it's a live show and they can watch a recording later, so each of the tags are always embedded in the chats, and they can come back to the what they were watching earlier and buy the book. So that is one thing that we find very useful about using something like BeLive, and that is one of the best things I can recommend for online sales and to boost sales online.
Isn't it amazing that BeLive sales? I was actually showing that before you guys came in. I was showing it, and it's it's pretty cool.
It was when I first was looking out for products that we could use, like a solution for online sales, and this was by far the most convenient one that I found. Everything else had longer learning curve, which I wasn't
workaround.
willing to do, and we had to hit the
Ground
ground
running.
running.
Yeah.
So we had no time, and this just worked out of the box, and it was everything just fell into place very easily for us, and here we are.
All right. So, let me see here. So, first of all, I know it's really late where you guys are, so we really appreciate you guys being here with us. Hopefully, you're not sleepy because of us.
We are owls.
I told Elena that I was communicating with her at 4 a.m. this morning. Elena, you owe me a good coffee.
All right. So, one more question. So, how has the live sales feature on Be Live helped your business?
And that's like I was saying just now, that's been the best thing that we find. It's the most convenient way to actually boost sales for us. From where we were just having a website and asking people to go to the website and having to talk about individual books. This has been the one-stop shop for us. Because like I said earlier, when Vidya talks about a book, there are links that are pulled up, and you can directly buy the book while the show is going on, and that has been one of the best ways that we have been able to use Be Live, the live sales function. So, and it's all scheduled earlier. So on Friday,
Funky Friday.
on Funky Fridays,
Friday, I might say,
Funky
yeah.
Fridays, we sit and schedule everything. So we have a list of books that we go through. So we have the pictures ready and all the links to those books ready. So, and it's automatic on Be Live. So as I pull up the picture, the link automatically goes up a few seconds later, and there you go. So nobody needs to go anywhere else or click outside or go to the website. Nothing. They just can do it right here, and that has been the thing that has worked for us.
So,
Even bringing up guests, I mean,
Yes.
I would like to add that, when we bring guests up on the show, and our audiences appreciate the fact that they are so up close and connected with the writers and illustrators who are doing work for their children. And, that ability to pull up a guest live so effortlessly and easily. And I have to bring you this example. There was one time that we had an audience from a school of hearing impaired children, children who are hearing impaired, and we needed to bring in an interpreter who is going to interpret what we are saying in the bazaar. Be Live allows for all those multiple streams to be in. There was the Funky Rainbow team, there was the guest who was speaking, there was the interpreter as well. And this wonderful interface has really helped us effortlessly host things like a TV show. And our audiences are chatting, sending out. I can see Joanne Saldana from another city in Madras, a wonderful library educator, saying, as a Funky Rainbow customer, I can vouch for just how tempting those links and those offers are. And I have to say,
Thank you, Joanne.
she's one of our biggest customers.
So there you go. Live sales works.
that's amazing. And who's your audience? Parents or kids or both? Or
It's both. We talk to parents, we talk to kids, we talk to librarians, teachers, students, all of them. Everyone is in the audience for us. For anyone who is interested in a children's book, and that's not just kids, because mostly it's adults who are interested in children's books, and we reach out to all of them, because our point is that you should be able to discover a book every single time you see the show. And we have a
Amazing.
list of books ready for you on themes that you can ask for, and we have a book for you.
That's right. I love to say this. I love to quote Dr. Seuss on this, saying, our audience are both children and obsolete children.
you got the Grinch around here.
The Grinch. And it's almost Christmas.
I know, right? All right. So where can people find you?
Yeah, so we have a slide, and you may want to show that. We're up on Facebook, as the Traveling Bookshop on Facebook.
On Instagram, we are the Traveling Bookshop.
Oh, sorry, yeah, on Facebook as the Funky Rainbow.
On Facebook,
yes,
yeah,
as the Traveling Bookshop on Instagram. We're on Twitter, and you can see we have our own YouTube channel. Our website is www.funkyrainbow.com. And, our email is funkyrainbowmail@gmail.com. You can reach us. I mean, anyone can reach us here, there, everywhere, just like we can reach our books here, there, everywhere.
There we go. And here's the information for them. We put funkyrainbow.com on the comments, so people can actually just click on it. It'd be probably easier.
Yeah,
And
we put
this
on
is
the
really
comments.
cool. This is amazing. You guys have a great great purpose. Let's say that way. A great purpose, and I love it because it's very important for me, at least. It's really important that the kids read, get into that reading world. So
Yeah.
this is amazing. I thank you guys for being here so late again.
Thank you so much for having
coffee.
us.
Look at that. Look at our mug says, "I'm a book champion," and yours is Be Live. Thank you so much for having us. And it's just been wonderful how Be Live has helped small independent businesses like us, reach customers in exciting ways. Thank you so much for having us.
This is really amazing. So thank you guys for being here, and we'll definitely reach out and get to reading, people. It's kids need it. It's definitely need it.
Just keep reading. Just keep reading.
Just keep reading.
Bye-bye.
Have a good night.
Good.
Wow. What a great show. What a great show. We started off with Monte Weaver and went up the list with Nick, then Michelle, and now with Rainbow Funky. I'm really pumped. I'm still pumped because this is a great show. We had a lot of great information, a lot of great people that provided us a wealth of knowledge. And oh my God, I'm in awe about all the information. I got like information overdose. I'm not gonna lie. But guys, thank you very much for being here. Thank you, Nick. I appreciate that. And I'm very happy today to host this show, of course. Thanks to Alina for inviting me to host this show, and I'm in awe. So there's a lot of information here. So please, if you're watching the replay, make sure you grab a notebook and take some notes because this is a great stream. And without further ado, this is Dr. Elo. I'll see you next Tuesday on Be Live. All right? Dr. out.